Okay, y'all, I'm waiting for a couple people to come in the room. In the room. Today, I am so upset. I'm very upset. Very, 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 very upset. Upset. When I say I'm upset, I'm upset. Because there's a lot of YouTubers that is reporting on Shanquella, and but they're not. They're fighting with each other. Like, when does the fighting come in? Like, we're supposed to be coming together for this family, help this family to get justice for Shanquella. Y'all are going back and forth on who's right about this and who should have interviewed this person, who should have interviewed that person. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be getting justice. And if anything, you should be coming together, not fighting. What does that do? Oh, I'm right, you're wrong. Like, come on, when, why? I don't understand it. This young girl was beat. She was beat to death. Like, she trusted people. She trusted her best friend. She trusted people that took advantage of her and did her wrong. Left her body in Mexico for her family to pick it up. Came to the family house, dropped off all this stuff, and y'all are fighting over who's right and who's wrong. So that's more important than getting justice for the family and for her. That's more important. Oh, you're wrong. You shouldn't have interviewed him. You shouldn't have interviewed her. Blah blah blah. But that's not what we're supposed to be doing. If anything, come together. Come together for this family. Come together. Come on, come together. Like this, they just lost their daughter. That man lost his daughter. Mr. Robinson lost his daughter, his only child. Can you imagine that? His only child at 25. No babies, no wedding. Like, she made big milestones. You can't take away from who she was. But at the end of the day, get it together. Like, stop being petty. That does not get us nowhere. Y'all are fighting against each other, or y'all should be coming together, bringing the story to light. I said, keep saying her name, keep posting. Like, who cares who's posting? Most of the time, some people are posting for clout, but most of the time, people are posting to help. If we didn't start posting, Black Twitter and everybody didn't start posting, this baby girl's name wouldn't have been never heard of. Her name would have been in the dust. But no, everybody's posting and everybody keep putting fire under their butts, so they have to do something. They can't say, no, we're not going to do nothing. They can't. They can't say that anymore. They have to do what they have to do. And for all this, everybody talking about, oh, America's not like that. America does it by the book. America does that. No, they don't. No, they don't. When? Tell me when. And then I shut my mouth. And then with mugshots, everybody mugshot don't go out there. Like, if it's a high case, like, it's a lot of mugshots that people have done stuff, and they didn't put their mugshot out there because of certain reasons. Like, and when I listened to that news article, I listened to it so many times where she was saying that they didn't know. She said arrest warrants. She didn't say arrest warrant. She said warrants. That means with the S. That means plenty. That means multiple. So maybe they're just trying to put them off the trail. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. They're just putting them off the trail to say, okay, maybe, just maybe, they don't want everybody knowing who's arrested, who's not. Or it's such a high case, maybe they don't want people in jail to beat her up or beat him up or do things to them where they won't be able to have their case in court or their parents to get justice or get to know what happened to their child. Like, did y'all think about that? Did y'all ever sit down and think about, okay, maybe they're not telling everything because they don't want it to blow up, and then now they lose the one key evidence by reporting on it, right? But no, y'all are fighting. And where does that get y'all? Nowhere. Nowhere. So now y'all going back and forth with each other instead of digging more into the case. Y'all could be debunking that video, breaking it down, because remember we just thought everybody was recording, but then you found out that somebody had somebody on FaceTime. Remember who knew about the maid coming in? If the maid really did come in, who knew about the doctors? Who knew about the time? Who knew about all of that? But y'all are sitting here going back and forth about what y'all think and what y'all know. Did you bring? Did you bring my cups in? Now I'm about to fight him, y'all. Did you bring my cups in?
I want to bring it.
I'm not on that one. I want to take this straight. Okay, so
YouTube live.
sorry, you guys. Where's my cup?
I'm gonna get him out car.
Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all left me because somebody's bothering me. But like I was saying, stop fighting with each other, stop going to war with each other, stop trying to be right, and just help this family get justice. Because that's at the end, that's supposed to be the end result. If your heart is in the right place, or if you're just here for clout, you don't care. You don't care. You just want to be right. But that's not how it goes. I'm sorry. That's not how it goes. So I don't care. Y'all can't beat me, so I'm gonna say what I want to say. That's just how it goes. That man lost his daughter, his only child. So he said he would never have a granddaughter. He would never be able to walk her down the aisle. That woman had three businesses. Three. She deserved justice. And y'all are sitting here saying, oh, I had this story first. You're not doing it right. You're doing this. You're reporting on this. You're putting this person in. You're adding this person. But that's not. Ooh, did y'all hear that? I almost broke something. Sorry. But that's not what it's supposed to be. Come on. Get it right. Do right. If we wasn't reporting, if everybody wasn't reporting, let's just think about this. Let's just think about this. If everybody who started reporting wasn't reporting, who would have knew Shanquella and how she died? Now, when we talk about that autopsy, okay, Mexico said what they said. But when they got over here and that mom and father said, no, ain't right. This ain't what I think it is. We need to further investigate, and they got their lawyers. Then America USA got into it. Then we got into it. That's how we knew the spinal cord was severed. That's how we knew she had the neck injuries. That's how we seen the fight. That's how all of that happened. Because before that, they still was going on the alcohol poisoning. Because they came to that woman's house and was eating the food that the family, you know what happens when a family member dies. What happened? You start bringing food to their house. You start bringing love. You start coming and consoling them. That's what happened. So while they were doing that, they were sitting there dropping her luggage off and eating with them. Then when the fight came out and the mom asked them what happened out there, was it a fight or something? They were saying no. But when it came out, they stopped showing up. They did. Now I want to show you a news article that I seen that I think that is very, 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 very that will shut all of y'all up and to make y'all stop fighting and then to make y'all be smart and listen and just work together. Now I gotta get my husband's phone. I don't know if he's gonna let me, but let's see how this works. Thank you. My son has my phone. So okay. Now I have a couple news articles that I want to show y'all real quick that I put in the bank because if you watch it, it says that it says more. It says more. So just watch this news article and listen because it's more to the story, and I think they're just hiding the person. I think they're hiding the person so they can catch the other people. Or they're hiding the person because of the fact that they don't want this high rate crime to get messed over by somebody hurting the person, somebody coming in and doing anything to the person. And then now their main suspect and their main lead and the main information that they will get to help their family get justice will not be able to happen. So I think that's why. Maybe they don't have her. Maybe they do. We don't know. So until we know, continue to say her name, continue to spread the word, continue to say, okay, they beat her. That's not a lie. That's a fact. They beat that poor woman. And she did not fight back. So, like I told you in my other life, they're punks. Because if a person's not fighting you back, then that means you're a punk. If you start fighting somebody and they don't put hands up and they don't hit you back, then you ain't about that life. You ain't really about that life and you can't fight. Probably ain't had a fight in your dang on life. Let me get to this news report. Excuse me. Because that's making me so mad. It's making me so mad. Like, come on. Y'all should know better than this. To sit here and say, okay, because there's no arrest warrants, because we don't see this, it's not real. What? Are y'all dumb? Are y'all dumb? Are y'all big dumb?
It should be easier to cook the basil meals now. We have a very disturbing story about the death of a young American woman in Mexico who searched for answers from the people she was traveling with, people she says or thought were her friends.
And this is
Shanquella Robinson died last month at a resort near Cabo San Lucas. Now, Mexican prosecutors are trying to get an unnamed American woman extradited to Mexico to face some charges. They say that Robinson was killed in a, quote, direct attack, not an accident. Lilia Luciano was following this investigation. Lilia, good morning. The story is so disturbing on so many levels.
It really is. Good morning to you all. Well, Shanquella Robinson traveled with 6 friends to Mexico. Some of those friends initially told Robinson's parents that she died of alcohol poisoning, but her death certificate later listed her cause of death as a spinal cord and neck injury. Robinson's father told us if it weren't for the disturbing videos that emerged, including one where she's being brutally attacked, he fears justice would have never been served.
Dude is a very, outgoing person. I mean, she loved people, just loved the friends that she was around.
Shanquella Robinson's father says his daughter's friends are to blame for the 25-year-old's death at a resort in Mexico in late October. Days after her death, a video too disturbing to show went viral, showing a woman beating Robinson, who was naked and not fighting back, while other friends watched and filmed nearby.
My daughter, she suffered, man. The last breath she took, she suffered. And they sit down.
Just after 2 p.m., saying Robinson had, quote, drunk a lot of alcohol. When the doctor arrived and suggested she be taken to a hospital, she told police Robinson's friends refused and insisted on keeping her at the resort. Mr. Robinson says her friends called Shanquella's mother that night to say she was being treated for alcohol poisoning. An autopsy report released days later states Robinson died of a severe spinal cord injury and neck trauma at around 3 p.m. After her death, all 6 friends returned to the United States. Mexican authorities are now seeking the extradition of a single female suspect. John Jay College law professor Dmitry Shaknovich says the process now lies in the hands of the U.S. justice system.
They will engage in their own due process to see if this person that is alleged to have committed a crime should be extradited.
What do you want to see happen?
I want the truth, man. I just want them to get back over there and tell the Mexican authorities why they did what they did. I can't even be a grandfather. I can't even walk down the aisle, man. The only thing I can do is cherish the moment that we had, the 25 years while she was here on this earth.
His only child, Robinson's death is being investigated by Mexican authorities as a femicide or the killing of a woman because of her gender. The FBI has said that they have opened an investigation into the death as well. And at this hour, it remains unclear whether those who witnessed the fight may also be in legal jeopardy.
I hope they are. I saw the video for the first time. My niece showed it over vacation. It is so upsetting. And you can hear them yelling at her saying, fight back, fight back. If the arrest warrant is for the woman who we see in the video, she needs to be sent over to Mexico sooner rather than later. It's so outrageous. And I think Dad is right. If it wasn't for that video, they might have gotten away with the story that they initially told.
That was the concern. He says, if these videos hadn't come out, he fears that, the story that these friends had, that this happened because of alcohol poisoning.
Okay, now I'm going to take it back to listen to this part.
They will engage in their own
Listen to this part right
process
here.
to see if this person that is alleged to have committed a crime should be extradited.
What do you want to see happen?
I want the truth, man. I just want them to get back over there and tell the Mexican authorities why they did what they did. I can't even be a grandfather. I can't even walk down the aisle.
Now listen to what she
Only thing I can do
says.
is cherish the moment that we had, the 25 years while she was here on this earth.
His only child.
Listen.
Robinson's death is being investigated by Mexican authorities as a femicide or the killing of a woman because of her gender. The FBI has said that they have opened an investigation into the death as well.
Y'all said
and
they
at this
didn't.
hour, it remains unclear whether those who witnessed the fight may also be in legal jeopardy.
Witness.
I hope they are. I
So
saw the video
obviously, the warrant is for the person who was fighting her. And we all know Deasia Jackson was fighting Shanquella. Right? Yes. Yeah, text messages too. Sorry. I ignored your text messages and calls because they were interrupting my video. So that means that warrant is for her because they said they also want to see if the ongoers, the people who was watching the fight, are going to be liable too. So what are y'all fighting over? Just because they said her name? We need to say her name. She hit that baby girl while she wasn't fighting her back. She's a punk. Because don't nobody hit on nobody that don't fight back. And I'm calling you a punk. And I'm calling all y'all out too because y'all need to get it together and stop it. Come together and report on this young lady. Keep saying her name. Bring justice for her family. That's all we're supposed to be doing, right? That's the only thing we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be going back and forth with each other. How does that help the investigation? Y'all going back and forth with each other. That's dumb. That's big dumb. Big dumb. Like, y'all are very weird. And everything is wrong. And everything is this. And everything is that. Even if it is wrong, everybody has an opinion. Just like everyone has a you know what. But everybody's opinion isn't right. And it isn't. What is it doing? Nothing. But trying to figure out what happened. Everybody can say what they think. Everybody can speculate. Everybody can do that. You doing it. She's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. She's doing it. He's doing it. I'm doing it. So why can't y'all come together? It's not let's tear down the next one. Stop tearing down people. You see what happened? She was thinking she was with her friends, but they tore her down. They weren't her friends. Stop it. Stop tearing down the next person to gain. What is it to gain? Nothing. What, another subscriber? I don't care if I got none. I'm still going to say her name. I don't got none. I barely have any. But I'm still saying her name. Just like Malaya Davis. Just like if you go down my timeline. I say their names. I post it. I keep going about it. Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to fight about it. We're not supposed to argue about it. We're not supposed to say who's right and who's wrong because we don't know. At the end of the day, right now, we don't know nothing. The only people that know is the Cabo Six, Shanquella, but she's not here to tell us. The doctor, the maid, the police, and everybody else is just speculating. Everyone is speculating. We're going by what we think and what we feel and what we think that is right. That's all we doing. We all doing it. So who's to say you're right and she's wrong, or he's wrong and she's right for saying what they think? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You just tell me. Tell me when. Tell me. Because I don't understand it. I don't. Hey Daisy, how was school? Did you miss your brother? Was everybody in bright colors? Sorry guys. Everybody was in bright colors?
We'd be so good. We have an elf now.
What? Elf on the shelf?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll see you about it after I'm done my video, okay? I got your folder right here. You can start your homework and then I'll check it. Start practicing your spelling words. And then I'll be there to check in a minute, okay? Or you can go to your dad. Sorry, I'm back. So, with that being said, stop it. Stop it. Help this family. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Helping. Not fighting. Come on. Like, I was just so disgusted. They are all my baby's accolades and all that. I was so disgusted. It's like all my graduates, all my kids that's in college. I have 4 of them. One's getting her master's. I have a junior. He's a junior. I have a sophomore, and I have a freshman. Uh, okay, let's get off of that. And so stop. I just want justice for this family. I want all this stuff to be out. Like the time of death has changed so many times. They went from 7 to 3 to 5. Somebody's reporting around 7 to 12, 7 a.m. to 12, because they said that after that injury, it was 15 minutes. The autopsy said 15 minutes after the injury. We don't know what was the final injury. We don't know what was the final blow. Then you got the Wiggins boy coming on saying that he wasn't there. He came to the house about 3 o'clock and he's massaging her. You got the maid saying that when she came to the house, she felt her. She said she was cold. She told the friends. The friends came in the house. So it's just so many things and theories out there that it just get overwhelming. It gets overwhelming. But you have to bypass that and listen and go take it with a grain of salt. Take everything with a grain of salt. You're not going to put too much salt on your food and eat it because you're going to spit it out. So take it with a grain of salt and keep pushing and keep reporting, keep writing down, keep taking notes. This is my Shanquella book. This is my book. It says this here. This is where the fun stuff happens. But it's not fun stuff. But this is my Shanquella book. That's her book. And I'm just watching. I'm up all night watching and writing and watching and writing. And then I come, if I decide like today, my son had a doctor's appointment and I had to make phone calls and I had did some things. But other than that, I just was watching and listening to y'all. And the fighting and the arguing is a disgrace, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. What are you doing for the family fighting and arguing? Not a thing. You are doing absolutely nothing. Nothing. I promise you, nothing. And if you think you are, then you're a fool. You are a fool. And for them girls that hit on that young lady, and for them men that didn't stop that, you are not men. You're not a man. Because once that woman did not hit back, you should have ended that fight. But no, y'all recorded. Ooh, let me record. Let me record. And then you got one person FaceTime. So that's why I think Wiggins was on that FaceTime call. I really believe he was on that FaceTime call and he knew what was going on. He wanted to talk about, I ain't get there to this time, and I massaged her head and I was caressing her and I turned on music. Was you tampering with a corpse? Because of the times that they said? So what do you keep on? Yeah, keep on talking. Somebody's going to spill the beans because Somebody's gonna talk. I promise you. They ain't about that life. Oh yeah, you could beat somebody up that's defenseless. Let me tell you something. She a Capricorn like me. Let me tell you one thing about me. I don't like to fight. I don't. But when it comes down to it, I'll whoop somebody's butt. But at the end of the day, inside of our core, we don't want to fight. We don't. We don't. And just like her, well, Capricorns are the same. Hands up, a goddess. I bring her. I do all of it. But I don't do it no more because I hurt my arm. But as Capricorns, we have big hearts. That's one thing. Whenever her family says that, I know for sure because we have big hearts. We have big hearts, and we over like extend ourselves with help and gratitude and giving and doing and all of that. As you got, if there's any Capricorns in this out here and on this thing, come on and check on, hit them hearts if you know what I'm talking about. Capricorns love hard. I'm telling you, Capricorns love hard, and I know she just was being a Capricorn, and she did not understand what was going to happen, and she didn't know. She just thought she was coming out here with her friends, and her best friend at that, because uh, he was her best friend. He was on family vacations, all of that, all of that, and you let that go down. You didn't even stop it, but that's your best friend. And then, so they were out there celebrating William's birthday and Dejanay's birthday, Miss Jackson's birthday. I don't know how to say her name, so I don't want to mess it up. So Miss Jackson's birthday. So now her birthday's on November 30th. But a year ago, Khalil, he posted that happy birthday, whatever, best friend, got you for life, 100%. And he reposted it on her birthday after his supposedly Shanquella's his best friend died. Remember, all this stuff happened on the 28th, 29th. And then the day that they flew out, Alyssa's Hyatt's sister was shot and killed by her boyfriend. So did she know that morning? Did she know and still flew out? Because if she did, that's suspicious right there. Because you still left your family grieving your sister, and you didn't want to stay home with your sister, with your family about your sister. Like I don't understand it. Y'all help me out, but I just want y'all to stop fighting. I want y'all to get it together. I want y'all to stop being oh well wait wow. I don't want y'all to see my son's picture. I'm sorry. Y'all can see all the other stuff. Uh whoa. Like, come on, stop it. Like, stop it, please. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because it's y'all are supposed to be coming together. We're about to start hanging up Christmas lights. Y'all supposed to be coming together and helping this family figure out what happened to their daughter. If that's the end all and be all. My my passion and my end result is to get justice for Shanquella. Shanquella. Justice for her dad, justice for her mom, justice for her sisters, justice for her family, justice for her cousins, justice for her nieces if she has nieces, and justice for her grandma, justice for her granddad, justice for her family, justice for her aunts and uncles. Like that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be wanting to see the people who did this to her in jail. And I think that if them on guards did not do anything to intervene, do anything to call, because if the picture didn't come out, if the videos didn't come out, and if the family said, you know what, I can't sit with this alcohol poisoning, then we wouldn't do nothing. Nothing. But the family was smart and they said, I'm not sitting with this. My baby had alcohol poisoning? No, that can't be. So they did not accept it. And that was the best thing they could have done. And the reason why I think she was naked is because they were out. If you watch that video when she's around the house looking for them, and they were playing a drinking game, a card drinking game, and maybe in one of them cars they said they had to go skating dipping. I don't know. But she was running around the house and she was like, "Come on, y'all. It won't take that long for y'all bees to get naked." And they in the room talking. And they brushed her off like nothing. So, and then you got pictures of videos of her in the pool, free spirit, in the pool, skinny dipping. She's a young lady, beautiful. She can do that. But she probably just got in her bed and went to sleep. That's because they had the long flight, all of that. She probably just went in the bed and went to sleep. And they ambushed her because Miss Jackson, whoever that was beating her up, allegedly, if that's her, allegedly, she still had her pajamas on with her bonnet on. So that means that was morning. And when you look on the wall, the sun is rising. So the sun is on the wall. Like, and you can see outside, you can see that the sliding door was open. Like, I don't know. And then I just think that you are a punk. You're not a fighter. You're not a fighter, sis. You're not. But when you go in that jail cell, we'll see who's the fighter. But you're not a fighter. You're not. You're not a fighter, sis. You're not. 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 You're not a fighter. I'm sorry to say that, but you're not a fighter. Because if you was fighting a real person that would fight you back, then you would have been a fighter. But she didn't want to fight her friends. I'm telling you, she didn't want to fight her friends. I'm a Capricorn. I'm older. I'm a little older. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am. This gray hair is a birthmark, so you can't guess from that. It's a birthmark that goes across my forehead, so you can't guess from that. And I just embrace it because it's what God gave me. So I embrace it. I do. I embrace it. Like I embrace my gap. I embrace it because it's what God gave me. So you can't guess by that. But I'm older. And I'm a Capricorn, and I know she didn't want to fight her friends. She didn't. But if if it came down to it, I bet you she would have been fighting back. If she understood what was going on, that was an ambush. Because I hear the video, that one line where she said she told her to get out the bed. I don't want to pull you out the bed. So she's just getting like she's probably just getting herself together. You know, you just getting out the bed. You was drinking last night. You just getting you like getting your sea legs. You like, dang, what's going on? And then con, and then pop, 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 pop. Then you down, and they like, can you fight back? And she's like, no, because she like, why? Like, what is going on? You can see she's confused, but y'all are fighting over who's right or who's wrong. The fight should be about who did it and who didn't. Who should be in jail and who shouldn't. Who should be over in Mexico getting their butt beat like they tried to do to her and who shouldn't. But to me, all of them should be over there. Every last one of them, all Cabo Six, the doctors, the officer, the maid. Now now they're losing money at that villa because they didn't shut the whole thing down. The whole thing is shut down. And then this happened in October. So just explain to me why are we just now investigating? Like Mexico was gonna cover it up. That's who we should be fighting. We should be fighting everybody else and not each other. Not each other that's trying to spread the word and trying to get her name out there, trying to get her name big. That's not who we should be fighting. We should be fighting the people who tried to cover it up, who came home and went to her mother's house, and sat with her mother, her sisters, and her family, like, and shared tears, like the boyfriend said, Ricky. Her boyfriend's named Ricky. They were all over there. He said he had to make Khalid, however you say his name. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Leave because he was sweating so bad, and they was over there about 4 or 5 days, as the mother said, just sitting over there boo-hooing, sharing their condolences like they had nothing happening. She asked them, "What happened over there? Was there a scuffle?" No. So you telling me that when the Wiggins boy got there, he said he seen a busted lip and a little something over her eye. That's all you seen. But when the body got over to America with it, they said she had lumps. Her eye was swollen shut. Like, so when the cops came in and when a doctor came in, you didn't notice none of them bruises on her body. That's a lie. That's who we should be fighting, not each other. Now tell me if I'm right or wrong. We should be coming together. I don't care if you do a million videos, if you bring up a million people, if you bring up this person and this person and that person and that person, so what? Stop fighting each other and fight the people that is responsible for what happened to Shanquella. Y'all are sitting here fighting over who's right and who's wrong and who reported first and who reported this and who had somebody on their live and who had somebody on their podcast, who had this person. No. No. We should be fighting the people, Cabo 6, them doctors, that maid, them officers, everybody who let them people leave that next day, everybody who lied. That's who we should be fighting. We should be fighting for Shanquella's family and for justice for that beautiful baby. Yes, that's who we should be fighting. And I can't stress it enough. I can't stop saying it. And Dejanay, however you say your name, Nay Jackson is a punk, a purity punk. You're fighting somebody who's not fighting you back. That is a punk if it ain't none. You are a punk. When somebody doesn't hit back, then you stop. That's just etiquette. That's just morals. She was not fighting back. Come over here and fight somebody that'll fight you back. Boo boo. But you will get, I bet you'll get it in jail. Bet you they'll take care of that. Bet you they'll take care of that. But I know her. She's a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. She's nice. We're overgiving. We do that. But if you get on our bad side, then it's ugly. It's ugly. But she didn't have time. Y'all didn't give her time. Winter said in that live, allegedly, I don't want to pull you out this bed, so get up. She's waking up. She's like, what's going on? Well, as Capricorns, we like to give. We like to help. We love hard. We that's just who we are. We are just that. And that's what that's how our family describes her. And I know that because I am a Capricorn. But get on my bad side and see how it works. So I will believe she paid for the villa. Yeah. I'll believe that. And she trusted her friends. Yeah. That's why I don't have friends. Because you can't trust nobody. That's why I tell my kids, all them people is not your friends. Don't trust all them people. Like, stop it. Don't do it. Because they are all not your friends. Just because they say they're there for your friends don't mean they're your friend. You cannot trust everybody. And these, especially not females. Females are the most jealous, hateful, conniving people on the planet. A female can hurt somebody. And it is crazy that we, as soft creatures as we are, can be that vindictive. And jealousy is the worst thing ever. Envy and jealousy is the worst thing ever. Ever. She's blooming. She's doing this. She's doing that. She's doing that. She got businesses. Y'all got some PPP loans. Hers was forgiven, and her business bloomed. He took out a PPP loan like a week or two after her. His business and wasn't forgiven. So are you jealous of that? Like, come on, make it make sense. So us as YouTubers need to come together and not apart and fight for justice for this young lady and his family. Not fight each other. That's dumb. Y'all are so like, what is the world coming to? Y'all sitting here fighting over who took the story first and who posted this and who posted that, who posted that. Y'all too quick to post this. Y'all too quick to post that. That is not what it's about. It's about getting justice for this baby girl. It don't matter who posted what. So y'all sit here fighting. Y'all really fighting over that. Y'all should be fighting about this baby girl and this family. This man's only daughter. He said he'll never have grandkids. He said he'll never be able to walk her down the aisle. That is what we should be fighting for. Not for who posted that and who interviewed that or who had this on their channel too quick and who did that and who did that. It's stupid. It's stupid. And CNN said a female, it was a warrant for a female, and the FBI is involved and Mexico's involved, and that if they wanted to know if the ongoers was responsible too, and should they put out warrants for them too. So that means that the warrant is for her. Maybe they're not putting out her name because they don't want people to come in and take away the only evidence they have. You know how people are. They mad and they want to get revenge on people, and they want to find where they at, where they send them to the jail, and now they know who they are. They probably got her in a place and got the light shining on her and running her down with questions, or starving her somewhere in the room and not even looking. Like, come on, you don't know what's going on because you're not there. All we can do is speculate and talk to to bring her name in the light, bring her name, get her name circulating like we've been doing. This is what's been happening. Everybody's been speaking. Her name has been circulating. That's how it got pushed. That's how it got going. That's how Mexican did their thing. Now they want to get her get warrants. So let them do their job, and we do our job as what we do. You say her name, you keep fighting for the family. That's all you can do. You don't know exactly what it is. You cannot sit here and say you know exactly what it is because tell me what happened. Go to the police and tell them what happened. Go tell them. Oh, I ain't think so. So just like everybody else is sitting here thinking and saying, okay, I think this happened. Maybe this could have happened. Maybe that could have happened. That's the same thing you're doing. So what makes you better? What makes you better? Nothing. I promise you. But you're better. You're good. You're a good person because God said you are. Because God said you are. And your agenda is to get justice for this family, not to fight with each other. I can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. I just can't. I can't. I just can't. I just can't stress it enough. So I'm gonna go live again, but the next time I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna have it on the other way so that y'all can cam up and y'all can talk to me and y'all can say what y'all want to say, and y'all can put your inputs in if y'all think that I'm going too far or whatever you think. But I just feel like this catty fighting with each other is stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's big dumb. It ain't little dumb. It's big dumb. It's hungry like you need a Snickers dumb. Like, come on. We all know that this woman was beat up. We all know that she didn't fight back. We all know she had a broken spinal cord, severed spine. Now, I'm gonna tell you a story. It's a story that's dear to me. Like my brother. My brother was pow pow. Boom. He got pow pow here, and he got pow pow here. Once it's shattered at, instantly. But maybe because the pow pow shattered it and it did it like that, instantly. They said 15 minutes after the blow. Maybe because it was just a hit and not a pow pow, it took 15 minutes. But it shut everything down. So I understand those injuries. I do. I had a cousin that had a pow pow. Boom. But they was able to give him a, because you can't, your body can't breathe. Like how the nurse was telling, like how the nurse came on and said, once you get that, you can't breathe on your own or anything and all of that. So he had a trach. Uh, his trach came out and it was out for too long and he couldn't breathe and he went into, you know, I don't have to explain anymore. You understand? You know where I'm going at with that. So with that being said, just do your do your research and just put out what you're doing. Like you can just even just say what you feel or just but fighting with each other is not helping. So you took a whole hour or 2 hours because I watched one for 2 or 3 hours and I watched one for like 30 minutes. And your whole thing was to debacle somebody else's life, to tear down somebody else's life, to tear down somebody else's thing, to tear down somebody else's report, to tear down somebody else's journalism. But did you do anything to help the parents? Did you bring anything else to light? No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. Not at all. All you did was fight against the other person. So you should delete the lie, as you said. Delete it because it is not dear to your heart and it's not to help anybody. It's just what you think. And if America was great and America is doing this so much great thing and following everything by the book, then why are they pow-powing people and doing things that they shouldn't be doing, cops and all these things? And why is all this stuff happening? Like, come on. This is not the best state. This is not the best place in the world. Like, come on. Please stop. I said state. I ain't mean to say that. I'm just frustrated. Please stop. Please stop it. And like we just take care of our own. But we got a whole female over there put a little bit of weed. Ooh, maybe I should have said grass. Green stuff. Doing years. But we so honoring to our people. Come on. And then you don't hear about people not getting mugshots. That man pow people when he ain't had a mugshot for a long time. It wasn't a mugshot out there. You think everybody get mugshots? No. No. You need something? Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. My kids. I'm okay. I'm talking to people. I'm okay. That's my babies. They're checking on me. What was I saying? What was I saying, baby? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, like you got that person. Like we're just so for our people. And then let me tell you something about exorcists. Like if you had a person that's been locked up, or you've been locked up, or you know somebody's been locked up, they can take forever to pick somebody up. They can take forever. They don't care because that jail is getting paid for you being there. They're getting paid for the time that they got to pick you up. Plus, they're getting paid to pick you up. So they don't care. They don't care. They say 7 to 14 days, but it can be up to 30 days. They don't care. And then, you know how crazy it is? You can pay bail. You can pay all of that stuff. And then as soon as you pay bail, they be like, oh, you got another warrant. They be doing that on purpose just to get your money. So sit there and you think that that's real. That's because you never been locked up before. That's because you never knew nobody that's been locked up. That's because you never helped nobody that's been locked up. Let's tell you the truth. Or I can tell the truth because I've been there, done that. And that's not how it works. You read in the fine print. Who goes by the fine print nowadays? When did they ever? Never. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Please, get it together. Do better. Do better for this family. That's all I'm saying. Do better for this family. Do better. And I'll be back. With that being said, don't forget to pray for this family. Ask God to wrap his loving arms around them. Because I can tell that this family is grieving and is hurting. The mom's eyes is like, but as a mom, you're going to get justice. And I see what she's doing. She wanted justice. She wanted to know what happened. She didn't believe that because why would only one person have alcohol poisoning when you're all drinking? Like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. And then why would the doctor say, oh, I told them that she needed to go to the hospital, but they said no. What? So they override you? No. It makes no sense. It made no sense to her, and it made no sense to the people. So she made sure she got herself a lawyer. She got another autopsy. She got an autopsy done. She got her baby body to the States. They spent that $6,000, got her baby body back, did what she had to do, and now it's on. And what y'all need to do is help her and stop fighting with each other. Because that gets you nowhere. That gets her nowhere. That gets nothing nowhere. Nobody nowhere. With that fighting, like, come on. So you really think, I said I was done, but I'm not. You really think that if I say, oh, I have a hardship, they're going to let me, a violent crime like that, sit at home on an ankle monitor? Tell me where they do that at! Tell me! That's a flight risk. She can change her name at any given time. Change her hair color. I could be a whole different chick tomorrow. I could put black in my hair and I'd be a whole different chick. I could put a weave in and be a whole different chick. I can cut my hair off and be a boy. Please tell me where they do that at. They're going to let somebody as violent as that severed a spinal cord, say I have a grievance and I can just stay home on an ankle monitor and I'm not going to go nowhere and I can just stay home and I can just be free and I can just sit home while this family is grieving over the loss of their child that I might have been a part of. And I'm just sitting home. La 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 la. Let me give you a nice cup of coffee. Can you go to Wawa and give me a nice cup of coffee? Can you order me some pizza from Domino's? Can you go to Walmart and buy me some clothes? Go get me some nice cozy socks. Go give me this. Go give me that. No. Don't be dumb. Maybe that SUER got the dumbness out of you. Y'all big dumb like a Snickers. You big dumb like you hungry for a Snickers. You hungry for a Snickers, big dumb. Get it together. I'll be back later. Love y'all. Pray for the family. Anything that you know, anything that you find out. If you know something, say something. Anything is helpful for this family. All that fighting is not. So with that being said, come together. Nobody's better than the next. Everybody's doing the same thing. You're reporting, she's reporting, I'm reporting, he's reporting, they're reporting. Everybody's reporting because they want justice. Nobody's doing this for clout. And I hope that you're not. I hope that you're not. I hope that you don't care about the clout. I hope that is genuine. But the way y'all acting, it don't seem like it. So if it's not genuine, leave it alone. Let it go. Or if it is not genuine, go pray to God to put it in your heart to be genuine. All right, y'all. See y'all in a minute. Let me go to my kids and help them with their homework, and I'll be back later.